Now, back in 1998, two retirees believed making wheelchairs and giving them to disabled kids in a third world country might be a nice idea. It clearly was, because 15 years later, they've sent almost 30,000 wheelchairs to 74 countries around the world. Ollie Pickett and Gordon Hudson's effort has seen them nominated for an Australian of the Year award. But they have even bigger plans in the works. Lucy Martin has more.
In a nondescript factory in the heart of suburbia, retirees tinker and toil. The wheelchairs they make today will be loaded onto a plane tomorrow, bound for some of the poorest kids on Earth.
There is high demand right throughout the world. There are probably 50 million children need wheelchairs. You're looking at a wheelchair which is built to World Health Organisation recommendations.
This is the WA Wheelchairs for Kids project, and it started 15 years ago.
A Rotary Club in Queensland that were making wheelchairs out of old bike frames. Well, we thought we could do that, and initially we tried making them in 3 schools and 2 prisons, but it didn't work too well.
So Rotarian Gordon Hudson asked Christian brother Ollie Pickett to help out.
When Gordon mooted the idea, and we thought, oh gee, this sounds a really worthwhile project to be involved in.
It started small.
I remember saying to Ollie, look Ollie, before long we'll be producing 50 a month. He said, no way.
These days, the volunteers in this well-oiled workshop can make up to 500 chairs a month. They cost $150 each. And they're guaranteed to withstand harsh terrain and boisterous kids.
This tests out the bearings, it tests out the spokes, the nuts and bolts that don't come loose.
The chair's design has come a long way since 1998.
From the first model to the last model, there's no comparison at all. We're making now a wheelchair that grows with the child.
The group has sent almost 30,000 of its wheelchairs to 74 developing countries. 6,000 have gone to Vietnam alone, more than any other country. But there's also high demand from Sri Lanka, Iraq and Papua New Guinea.
And to see the smiles and also sometimes the tears, particularly with the mothers who can't carry the children anymore, and now they've got a wheelchair. Very rewarding, yeah, to see it happen.
Seeing what happens with these children really is what keeps us going here.
And so does the thought of what becomes of children who don't have wheelchairs.
They would stay in the dust. They would not go to school. They would not play with kids their own age. They just would not have a life.
Volunteer John Knight has just returned from Vietnam, where he witnessed a 27-year-old man get off the floor for the first time.
The smile on his face when they sat him into this wheelchair just about made me burst into tears.
It's tea break in the workshop, time for a chat and a cuppa.
There's a bit of dust on that, is it? Get your bloody hand on it.
The camaraderie of the place is very, very good. Everyone likes coming. In fact, we've got a waiting list of nearly 20 at the moment.
It's a social club almost.
Yeah, people find it a very happy place to be.
Many of the 150 volunteers come here for companionship.
I think my wife likes to get me out of her way.
I was driving my wife crazy at home, being fully retired. And I saw an ad in the local paper about wheelchairs for kids.
No one gets paid. They depend on donations from schools, businesses and the public.
So that's another one just finished.
Yep.
Ollie and Gordon were recently named as finalists in WA's Australian of the Year Awards. They're hoping it will bring some exposure and much needed funding to their cause, because more money means more chairs.
We could quite easily, although Ollie may not agree with this,
Yeah, we could. Yeah,
make 500 a month. What we really need, of course, is a big benefactor. We'd like a building of our own rather than having to rent.
This container is off to Vietnam, where its precious cargo will be distributed by humanitarian agencies. And these volunteers are already hard at work making enough chairs to fill the next one.
also goes out with a toy and a little toolkit.
So yeah, it gives you a big reward, doesn't it, Gordon, to see,
Certainly does.
to
I
see
wouldn't
so
know
many.
what to do without wheelchairs.
Yeah.
A simple idea and an amazing contribution. Lucy Martin with that story.